Hey guys, Sean Waite with We Success and Sales Coaching. And I just wanted to do a Friday video to let you know that if you're saying, like a lot of people I talk to, especially realtors, real estate agents, home mortgage professionals, if you're saying, well, you don't understand, Sean, my schedule is so up in the air, it can change at any moment. I can't plan it out. I can't have a set schedule. I'm going to call BS because the simple fact is that if you actually tracked your schedule, you would see that it remains the same probably 60 to 70% of the time. And the things that happen or the things that kind of come up are still in the minority, right? So if something happens, if you get an appraisal that comes in, or you have to go do a property showing, or a file is blowing up or something like that, that is not the norm. Now it might feel like the norm, but I'm telling you, if you actually tracked it, and I have a sheet for if you would like to track your days for 2 weeks, you are going to see patterns and you are going to see things that you can actually take care of and do. Now, the problem with scheduling is it takes time and it takes effort, and most people don't want to do that, right? They just want to kind of go with the flow. Hey, I know what I should be doing, but it's kind of like a budget. If you don't ever figure out a budget, chances are you're not going to either stick to it or you're going to overspend. Time's the same way. So, a schedule is basically a budget for your time. And the other fun part is you need to figure out what are your priorities. Because if you don't figure out what are your priorities and you pay attention to those things, either they won't happen or they will go away. So you need to kind of sit down and figure out what is my ideal week? What is my ideal day? Because if you don't figure that out, the chances you'll hit it are about zero. So I said I would save one thing, my secret weapon, for the very end of this video. And what that is this: pre-negotiation. What that means is in the moment, if you're doing something and you know you're supposed to be doing something else, but you don't feel like doing that something else, or you let your attention get drifted off by a phone call coming in or something like that, you are more likely, I mean, face it, you are going to choose the thing that's right in front of you, that's urgent, that you most likely want to do more than what you're supposed to be doing. So pre-negotiate. I want you to sit down and figure out what are the 4 things that are the most important things for you to be doing for your business, and do it 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'd actually say do it for your life. The first thing should be say family and friends, right? But then figure out what are those 4 things, and then you pre-negotiate that if it's not on that list of 4 things, it does not get done before the thing you're working on. Now, say for mortgage, I talk to mortgage a lot, home loan officers and such as that, and I say if it isn't a lead coming in, a file that's supposed to close in the next 3 days, or an emergency that is preceded by a 911 on your phone or your email, you wait until after you are done doing your block of what you're supposed to be doing, because you already know that you're supposed to be doing this and it's the most important thing when it comes to what just popped up. So write down 4 things. And if it is something that comes on your phone and you go, oh, nope, that's my top 4, then you do it, right? And you don't have to feel guilty. You don't have to feel bad. But I will say this, I bet you will prove to yourself that you spend more time doing the jumping around and doing the other stuff that's not in that top 4, then you get distracted with the top 4. So do that. Pre-negotiate, write out the top 4 things, and then tell yourself when you're in one of your time blocks or when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, if a message comes in, an email, a phone call, whatever, if it's not one of those 4 things, then guess what? It's going to wait. So the sun just shifted and came in through the window. So blinding me as I say goodbye, and have a great weekend.